Well, the white supremacist oligarchs have been real busy as of late. Everything from the technocracy to the suppression of information. You see, they just shut down 800 pages in collusion with the United States government pertaining to activists. Any kind of political dissent got shut down. And it's not because Trump won. Trump's a fucking Zio cuck. Alright, he's doing exactly what he's told. But the thing is, they didn't expect him to win at all. He was supposed to be a joke candidate to get Hillary in. But they knew that had he lost, had he won, he'd toe the line, and that's exactly what he's doing. He put in anti-black, racist Jeff Sessions as the AG, and he's been rounding up blacks in secret for months. He's ramped up the drone strikes, giving more money to Israel. He's still funding the terrorists in Syria, even though they're getting the shit beat out of them to the point where they just can't compete anymore. The entire Idlib fiasco has failed. They were going to have another false flag attack. So, but I mean, overall, he's following the line of the elite WASP families that run America, his Zionist masters, and the corporations that run America, and the West in general. The same people who put Pol Pot in power, who put Mao Zedong in power, who put the Bolsheviks in power, the Anglos, the white supremacist oligarchs. But this isn't just about that. I mean, the reality is, when we talk about Syria, we know it's about a pipeline, we know it's about energy. The Jews get most of their oil from the Kurdish region. ISIS, which is nothing but a CIA Israeli project, proxy army. They were stealing stealing oil from Iraq, taking it to Turkey, and then selling it and then piping it to the Jews in Israel. That's what they were doing. I mean, that's usually how it works. When Iran and Israel do business, they usually do it through Turkey. So they'll send cars, rugs, raw materials, whatever, to Israel via Turkey. So it's all a little scam. They're all clicked in. But yeah, it's all a stage. But the reality is, in America, they don't want any sort of real new parties developing. Something that a certain someone kept flagging me over is something that they really fucking fear. And that's when people pool their resources to get the people in power to make actual fucking changes. Because Donald Trump ain't making no changes. And that cuck Obama didn't make any real fucking changes. They all maintain the status quo. Anybody that steps outside of that box gets taken right out the mix. They take you out the frame. That's what it's all about. Now, that being said, this guy starts saying some silly shit about he has problems with Assad. Of course, Prince Brad has problems with Assad because Prince Brad is a Jew. I mean, that is what it is. He's an Israeli. Now, we all know that before the proxy armies of the West, the ones that bring you dictators all the time, like Pinochet, before they started killing cops in Syria, killing journalists that were calling out their shit in Syria, cutting out people's hearts, and funding and training terrorists in Jordan before sending them into Syria, it was a stable and fairly free country. It was, whether you like it or not. It was a free. And it's starting to get back on track once he consolidates the entire country. It was a stable and fair country. Now, and the people support the president. Here's the thing. When these people talk about democracy, when they talk about spreading democracy and places becoming democratic, they're not talking about actual democracy. They're not talking about the actual will and whims and wishes of the people. They're talking about white supremacy, spreading democracy. Democracy has literally become a code for spreading white supremacy. What happened when they elected Patrice Lumumba in the Congo? The CIA went in there and killed him. The same thing happened in Chile. They killed Allende and who they put in Pinochet. That's what these people do. They tried to take out Hugo Chavez in 2002. Remember that? America went in there and took him out because they didn't want him in there. They were trying to prop up that fascist psychopath. The people got mad. They got him. They loaded him up and they went out there. That's literally what happened. This is just history, buddy. I'm just saying things that work. But that's what happened. So it didn't work. But you did have guys like Hosni Mubarak. And that's what they want. They want a Pinochet. They want a Mubarak. An easily manipulated, violent psychopath. You know, what's that asshole Pahlavi? They used to be in power in Iran. The brutal dictator. They want a guy like that. Somebody they can control while they rob the people blind and they live like animals. They don't care what the policies are of these people. They don't care how these people treat their citizens. They just want to steal their resources, run their pipelines, and get their energy money. That's what they want. Okay? Make no mistake. If the Zionists get what they want in Syria, Syria will become a shithole. You can bet your bottom dollar. Just like under Pahlavi, Iran was a shithole. What they do was they show Tehran under Pahlavi and make it seem like he was doing a good job. Just like they made it seem like Iraq's doing great under Talibani, when in reality, outside of certain parts of Baghdad, Iraq is a complete and total failure. It's a failure. There's dudes rioting every day. They're fighting every day. They're shooting and killing. None of that happened under Saddam, even though Saddam was put in power by America. None of that would have happened. Same goes for Libya. It's a complete shit show now. And even though Afghanistan was already just totally ruined and run by warlords, the reality is, outside of Kabul, America doesn't have no pull. Unless you're talking about them helping control the poppy fields, because that's what they do. They control the poppy fields. I mean, this is the reality. You guys don't give a rat's ass about democracy, so spare me. But like I said, it's funny. Once the S-300s came, you guys got quiet. You got quiet. Because it means that the country's not going to go to your little Zio puppets. That's it. It's not about towing the line or being pro-Putin or any of that crap. It's just a reality. And see, they don't like it when anybody opposes the agenda of the white supremacist oligarchs and their little Zio minions. And like I said, Zionism is nothing more than a denomination of white supremacy. That's all it is. But yeah, it's funny how that works, bitch.